joy to travel to come in and greet our troops and their family members. So wonderful.
Our family members today are greeting a son, daughter, grandson, husband, brother, and sister.
Franklin,
John.
tell me, what is Operation Welcome Home?
Well, it deals with U.S. military.
How so?
Well, you know that war that we're in? Well, you know, when the troops return home, the people at Operation Welcome Home greet them and are basically a welcoming committee for them.
So how do you become a part of it?
You just show up.
How do you know where to show up? Where do they do it?
Well, their website has a calendar of all the Operation Welcome Home dates and it tells you what time and what airport to go to. So this is John making goodie bags.
Get a water bottle.
I'm gonna step out this
Get
goodie
a
bag.
nice welcome home card like that right there. You see? That's nice. That's nice. It's really nice. Sunships. Some crackers.
In the bag.
And 2 pieces of candy.
2 pieces of candy.
Yeah, and then just tie it off like that. Put it in the box. You got everything.
Voila.
Okay, cool.
You don't need like an appointment or anything? You don't need to call them or anything like that?
Well, you don't set up an appointment, but before you make your way to the airport, it's recommended that you give them a call just to make sure that the event is still taking place.
Okay.
John, how do your thoughts about this project differ from when you first started it?
Well, when we first started it, Nathan, we all knew we wanted to help the troops. We didn't really know how, but we knew we didn't want to do like the whole original thing. Just, you know, making, you know, goodies or something and then sending them off, or just writing thank you cards and sending them off. We wanted to do something. We wanted to do something special. So we talked to a few people, and we heard about Operation Welcome Home, and we found out how they greet, you know, soldiers when they're coming home off the planes. And you know, it seems like a much more personal thing. We would get to know these people who help the troops, who volunteer themselves, and we would also kind of get to know the troops, you know, after they come home from serving overseas and stuff. It's kind of a real personal experience.
So as the soldiers come through the gates, many are wearing their uniforms and have their bags and even their guns and stuff. But there's also quite a few soldiers who are in civilian clothes. They've changed and stuff. So it's kind of hard to tell the difference between who are soldiers and who are just, you know, normal civilians. So we just end up clapping for everybody, giving everybody high fives and handshakes, and it's just a fun experience and everybody's happy.
Things can get kind of emotional because the families of soldiers returning are allowed to stand beyond the barrier and greet their family member who's returning home.
Franklin, what was your first day at Operation Home like?
Well, our first day was filled with some various events. On our way over there to BWI, we got lost, unfortunately, and you know, that just provided some unnecessary stress. And fortunately though, we made our way there. And but we were a little late. And we were worried that the volunteers who run the operation would, you know, be upset with us and maybe not even let us participate. But luckily, they, you know, they were a little upset with our timing, but they let us participate and we're still glad to have us, and it really couldn't have been a better experience.
So you may be wondering, whoa, why are there some babies coming out of the gates? Or some cats or dogs? Nah, they weren't overseas. They were just meeting their soldier at a prior connecting flight. And now they're coming with them through the gates. But it's all okay. Because there's cowbell.
Wasted on fixing all the problems that you